This week on FMA.
The Snow Leopard is spotted on Mount Washington. Local fashion designers dress our very own Erin Ireland. Then, it's yoga tips with LA's top yoga instructor. One-on-one with Ballet Gamingo. And last but certainly not least, WTF.
And much more this week on FMA.
Hi there, I'm Erin Ireland.
And I'm Kirk Renard.
And welcome to FMA,
your entertainment and lifestyle show for fashion, music, and arts.
We begin tonight's show with a story of a popular Canadian band whose sound is as unique as its name. Here's Armina Mann with Ballet Gamingo.
Welcome to FMA, guys. Thanks so much for being here. So, Ballet Gamingo, the name itself, where did it come from?
I was driving through a road downtown Philadelphia, and literally there's a street. It was just a sign. There was a little hotel called the Ballet Gamingo Inn, and I just loved the name. But mostly, I wanted a name that didn't have a definition. It wasn't in the dictionary. It didn't describe the sound. I wanted the sound to describe the name.
Between the band, amongst the band. So, who's the one who's more picky? Who's the one who's more?
Oh, Vic is definitely the picky.
Perfectionist.
Oh, he's perfectionist.
Yeah, in a really
in a good way. In a good way, but not as much as I used to. Yeah.
What do you think is the backbone of this group?
Vic.
Without a
I would say Vic and Garrett. Yeah, I don't know. You know, I mean, they really are.
Vic's the wizard behind the curtain.
Married couple. Same vision. We've all
and
relaxed.
Is there any divas in the band?
Oh, me.
I'm right here.
There we go.
And so who's the funny person in the band?
Jody.
Oh, Jody.
Hilarious, like side-footing.
Oh, come on.
Come on, Jody.
Are you
I'm not that kind of funny person.
And I can tell who's the person who's most likely to get agitated, or the person who's...
I don't know, Vic. What do you think? I don't know, Vic.
We didn't have much patience. Who's that?
That would be Vic.
Could be me,
possibly.
I heard him swear for the first time, well, a lot, yesterday.
Really?
And by swear, she means gosh.
Oh.
Gosh! Wow, it's a computer word.
Darn it.
Keyword.
I know you guys are, don't even live in the same province or the same country, so thanks so much. How does that work with your music? How do you guys find time to come together and work on the band?
I just need an excuse to get away and come to Vancouver. This is the best city in the world. It has the best people, the best scenery, the best restaurants.
A lot of the stuff we do is through the internet and phone calls. We'll often have conference calls, and so we often don't actually have to be together to work at all. But when something special like FMA comes up, we find a reason to get together and come down and talk to you.
Oh, good. We definitely do appreciate it. So how does it work with recordings?
We work mostly at my studio. All the recordings basically there, and then I'll email them to Garrett most of the time.
It's very mobile. It's literally telecommuting or what.
Yeah.
I'm driving in my car. I've got my laptop. And I've got my cell phone, my PDA smartphone.
Not while he's driving.
Actually, it is while I'm driving. Don't tell him. But Vic will record. Vic will lay down a guitar idea. Jody will come into the studio and sing it. They'll email it to me while I'm driving between Portland and San Jose. I'll download it to my phone, listen to it while I'm driving, and I'll literally pull over at a Starbucks, get on a Wi-Fi, and start to edit their ideas. And I'll email it back, get on the road, and they're working on it. And then the next stop, they email it back to me. So literally, we're working while we're living.
Social networking, online dating, now music production through the internet. It sure is a changing world. So apparently this next interview was borderline rambunctious, but still a lot of fun. Here's Erin with designer twins Chip and Pepper.
I'm here with Chip and Pepper, internationally renowned designers. You don't want to miss this. You've been successful, world-renowned fashion designers for decades. So, I mean, is fun your success? Because you seem to have a lot of fun in the time that I've known you.
Yeah, we do have fun. We have a lot of fun. I think that, in the fashion business, I mean, you can't take it too seriously. And obviously, we've always had fun with it. I think that helps basically I guess it helps being kind of successful, having fun with it, not being so serious.
Me, damn sure the pilot watched this man.
You get along pretty well. Not a lot of fighting between the two of you.
There's obviously we have a lot of rivalry and different things, but that's what kind of makes it kind of dynamic, you know.
But what's puzzling you is the nature of my game.
This is awesome, blown out. I mean, this is our first minute, so we're just here. But you know, this morning we opened like while we're getting ready. Yeah. I guess all these like kids came by and they saw the dogs and they came. We weren't even open yet, and they bought like about 10 shirts.
Like the window, so he went and redid the window, the whole window, this one by himself.
I added a little highlight of gold, real gold. That's real gold. So if you want to come by and get some money, come by and cut that drywall out. I'm Chip, I'm Pepper, and we found the real Jessica Simpson. Woo! He was born first. He was born first, and I'm 55 seconds younger than him.
You know, these two guys showed up wearing the exact same jeans for life. I love these boys. At number 5, it's the Chip and Pepper Show.
What would you say about each other? We'll start with you, Chip.
I don't know, maybe like wash his hair or something.
He just did. He got a cut yesterday, and it's looking fun. Now, what about you, Pepper?
His earlobes, they're too low.
Her that dress, the color, she was smoking. She looked good. She was wicked hot.
Tell me about some of the TV shows that you worked on. You can hold.
Oh my God, are you kidding me? Obviously, we've done like so many different things, like from Pauly Shore movies to we had the Looks for Less on E. That was we did like 20-something episodes on that. We had our own kids show on NBC. We did. That was a 2 seasons.
If you consider yourself a blue jean connoisseur, then the names Chip and Pepper are most likely in your wardrobe vocabulary, okay? Chip and Pepper jeans have been a hit amongst fashion-savvy celebs. Their roster of famous fans is a long one.
Jesse Medcalf, Orlando Bloom, Britney Spears, Uma Thurman, Beyonce,
Lindsay Lohan.
You know, just on the other day, I was looking at Los Angeles Times on the cover of Counters. Bruce Springsteen wearing our jeans. That was awesome.
That's cool.
In the USA.
Why are you blocking me out? Like, get up here, and because I can't get to you. Like, okay. That wasn't high. Perfect.
It's great. The closer, the better.
Perfect.
We're such close friends already. Oh, this is like a circus. It's like a circus here.
Cirque du Soleil. It's Cirque de Chip and Pepper. Cirque de Chip and Pepper. Look, he's doing limbo. I don't know.
This is no longer an interview. This is no longer an interview.
Hold on. Yeah, you want skinny jeans?
Can I try some on? The skinnier the better.
Yeah.
I like that.
We're going to release her. Okay, come on out. Yes, I still have the mic. Look at this. Look at this. Show your bum. Look at that. That fits unbelievable. Unbelievable.
I like them.
They look great. They look fantastic. And the biggest thing about this, it makes you look slimming, you know? When you have the kind of the darker shade on the right side and a little bit lighter.
This
gives
one
you
is
kind
better.
Yes, you look great. Unbelievable. Look at this, Chip. There's my brother Chip.
When it comes to jeans, it is all about the bum, and I have to say, I like the jeans. I feel comfortable in them, and they're a little bit stretchy, so they're comfortable too. New jeans.
She looks smoking hot.
Worth it.
Before the commercial break, here's a 30-second glimpse into exciting events happening around your city. After the break,
the Snow Leopard is spotted on Mount Washington. Then it's yoga tips with LA's top yoga instructor. And much more next on FMA. This segment is brought to you by British Columbia's Mount Washington Alpine Resort, home of North America's deepest snowpack. Mount Washington is an all-natural choice for your next winter getaway. Visit the Mount Washington Alpine Resort.
everyone. We are on location at the amazing Mount Washington in Comox, BC. It is an event-filled Olympic weekend. The athletes are everywhere getting ready for competition, and we are on the lookout for the finest in fashion, music, and art. Joining me now in Mount Washington is Ghana's Olympic ski team. It's the one-man show. He's the best-dressed man on the hill. And your story has been picked up by every national media outlet worldwide, the Snow Leopard. So how does it feel to be this year's feel-good story thus far?
I think it's nice that people know what I've been able to achieve so far. But I think there's a lot of pressure when it comes to media. So many news stories everywhere, so we have to reel everything in and just calm down a bit.
Well, you seem to have fun with it, and your outfit certainly says so. And so this has to do with your nickname. Why don't you tell us how you got that?
The Snow Leopard really comes from a journalist who wrote the first story on me, and I think it was all about me being some unique species and dangerous species like the snow leopard, and the name kind of stuck, so couldn't get rid of it. So we tried to turn it around and do some really cool things with it, and that's why you have the suit.
And it's gone even a step further. Tell me about what happened today at the Ford dealership and the ride that you have been driving around.
Well, we keep saying amongst the 6 of us guys that we're rolling on 19-inch rims, massive rims, and it's all, stickered up with spots. The lights have spots. I think it's a bigger attraction than the speed suits.
Is there anything that you've noticed so far being in this part of the world, anything that surprised you about the Canadian people?
I think Canadians are very warm people, and they have a lot of courage because people just walk straight up to me and go like, I've got to shake your hand. And in some other parts of the world, people not like walk up to you and say, hey, I want to shake your hands and stuff like that. I mean, some really weird things happen sometimes. People wanted to sign stuff which I've never signed before. Like, I had to sign
like what?
I had to sign a cup I drank from. The person kept it to the next day, so
That, does that gross you out a little bit?
No, it doesn't, but I just went like, you kept my cup. Bit weird.
And other people have reached out to you as well. A musician locally. Can you tell me about that one?
Well, I got an email. I can't remember his name, but he's a fiddler.
Ashley McIsaac, I believe.
Okay. Cool.
As a Canadian, I know who he is. He was really big in the 90s, at least one song I know of.
He says he wants to put together a song, so I and my manager Richard went on the internet and looked at his music. One or two are really cool, nice beats, and some of the other ones were a bit freaky, so we've got to kind of judge whether we want to go down the freaky lane or want to go down the cool lane.
And I saw those photos that you were a part of. You were in your gear, but doing other sports. So will you describe some of those for us?
I did something on the rings. That was a bit different. I did a shot on the climbing wall, one coming out of the 100-meter blocks. I was on a bike with my ski boots as well. So those shots were just done as a unique take on sports, marrying other sports with skiing. So it's a bit different from what you see.
And Kwame's BC training experience is made possible by the incredible generosity of the Mount Washington Comox community. Now over to you, Kirk.
Thanks, Aaron. Next, we have one of LA's top yoga instructors who's also an accomplished musician. Here's Mina Man to tell you all about it.
So, Chris, tell us how this all got started, because your last hit, The Observer, was aired on one of the most popular CW shows, Gossip Girl. How did that all start?
One of my students in Los Angeles was the producer of Gossip Girl. He just asked for my CD, and about a year later, the next season, Gossip Girl actually phoned me up and said, hey, we used your song in one of our episodes.
Now, BBC has definitely been recognizing your music, and they actually have said that your music has definitely been the most amazing thing that they have seen.
No, it is quite amazing. It's not something that you actually seek out. You know, when you're just doing what you do and you do it because you love it, things kind of conspire to help you along the way.
You're actually critically acclaimed as one of the top yoga instructors in all of LA. How did that happen?
I just enjoy teaching. I love connecting with people musically and on the mat through yoga. I like to inspire people, and you know, if I can help people connect to something within themselves that takes them to a new level, then I'm happy to do it.
When I arrived, you were actually doing some yoga positions in jeans. Now, is this something that you feel comfortable with, or are these jeans just so comfortable for you?
Both. These jeans are Rockin' Republic jeans, and the woman who owns the company is a student of mine.
Do you have a little bit of energy right now? And maybe Chris could show us some yoga moves. All right, Chris, I am psyched. I changed my clothes a little bit here so we could do some stretches. I'm a little bit nervous, but I certainly wish I had my Lululemon pants.
Well, I'm an Lululemon ambassador, so I think we can get you sorted out. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that would be great. Excellent. So are we ready to get started with some, or what are we going to do? Some stretches?
We'll do a little stretching, work up to a one-arm handstand. Just keep it simple.
Just give me a room to fly. What I need is a miracle right now.
After the break,
more with Baligamingo. And last but certainly not least, WTF. And much more next on FMA.
Closed captioning brought to you by Vancouver View Magazine. Vancouver's #1 magazine keeps the readers on top of what's new and worthy of their attention with award-winning editorial. The Olympic Special Edition is on the newsstands now. Visit www.vancouverview.net.
This segment is brought to you by the Kingfisher Resort and Spa. Nestled snugly in an old-growth forest on the eastern shore of Vancouver Island, the Kingfisher offers the best in West Coast hospitality. The Kingfisher Resort and Spa.
This week's WTF, we are at the Vogue, an evening with Gary Fong comedy show, and tonight we are disproving cultural stereotypes.
You know, I'm just thinking, a lot of people think, all the sushi places are run by Chinese people, but I don't know how to make sushi. I never made sushi. My mother never makes sushi. So complicated. You need the sticky rice and all types of dried seed. I don't know. I just don't know.
I'd say the Canadian stereotype. Okay. Actually, I can't even disprove that.
What people make fun of, or what I make fun of? Or no, not even what I make fun of at all.
I don't know. I don't really follow up on stereotypes. So I'm Dutch, though, and we get made fun of for wooden shoes and cheese, and unfortunately, both of those are true.
All bad drivers are women.
Well, I mean, we don't really say A as much as people think, do we?
No, sometimes we even add an H on it and say hey.
Yeah.
One time I took an Indian girl on a date, and then she was eating so much non-spicy food. I said, "Come on, eat the pepper." She touched it, and then she puked.
The Canadians are slow, eh?
Canadians are slow. We just heard that Mexicans are slow. I don't know if Canadians are slow, but you probably hear that.
It was on The Simpsons, you know. I moved here from Canada, and they say I'm slow, eh?
So I'd say that's a Canadian stereotype. It's kind of like lumberjack, man with a beard, like you may like go chop down a tree. And is that true of Canadian men?
Oh, definitely. Canadian men are men.
We don't really eat that much maple syrup. I mean, I don't. Do you?
I haven't had it in years.
Yeah.
Probably since I was 5.
Yeah. But do we give it as gifts? I mean, I sometimes will give it as a gift just because it is a Canadian stereotype.
Guilty as charged. I do that. I just sent some to Australia.
Italian. They're not all the chachi big guys.
Okay, Mexican.
They don't all speak in accents and have to eat Mexican food.
So how about some other stereotypes? Like what about Italians? Can you think of any stereotypes you'd like to disprove about them?
That they all wear big gold chains and have lots of like dew in their hair.
Like Jersey Shore, which I hate to even bring up.
I've been told a lot about it, so I feel vicariously I can do the dance that they do. This is apparently what they do. They start really low and they start with the ground and they just work their way up. So I'll do it. It's like
the Jersey Shore dance.
All the guys that like other guys live on Davie Street.
Hey, that's a Vancouver thing. That's a Vancouver thing. Yeah.
And all Italian men live at home until they're 40 with their mothers until they're married.
Sounds like a personal topic.
No, we won't get into that.
All white people love tanning. Fake tanning.
I haven't heard that one. I'd say that's maybe like a group, a demographic of mostly women.
Mostly women, but also metrosexual men.
Okay, we have found one of those blonde, tanned men that was earlier referred to. So I want to ask you, is that a Canadian male stereotype that you would like to disprove? You're not all blonde and tanned, are you?
I will definitely vouch for the blonde side, but definitely not on the tan side.
No, I mean, I don't know what he was talking about. You have like a healthy glow, but I wouldn't say you're overly tanned.
Yeah, just overworked and underpaid, let's say.
You look so tanned. Have you been somewhere, or is that from the bed?
Oh yeah, that'd definitely be from Mexico, actually.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, good to know the Canadian men don't, fake tan.
Yeah.
Like the Jersey Shore characters, right?
No fake
I've heard that.
No fake tanning allowed.
Okay. What about Americans? Any stereotypes you'd like to disprove of theirs? Like,
Well, they're arrogant, of course, anywhere they go. Not like, no offense, but yeah, no, they have their moments, I guess.
What would we say about Persians and what is not true?
Well, they like their loud cars and their big sunglasses, but they're honestly, when you get to know them, they're genuine people.
All of them? Sounds like a stereotype to me.
No, it is.
It's like saying, oh, hockey players are hot. Like, they're not all hot.
No, they're not all hot. Most of them are missing teeth.
Asians can't drive?
So you think they can? What about driving? Are you a good driver?
Of course, that stereotype is really lame. It's really lame-o wamo. You know what I'm talking about? I was in a junior F1, which is called the F3. It was in the south border of the Fujian province of Shanghai.
I didn't know that.
Yes, a lot of people don't know this about me, but very good driver.
And thanks, Gary, for really doing away with all those Chinese cultural stereotypes. And now more with Belly Domingo.
Balagomingo's debut CD is called Beneath the Surface and is in stores now.
After the first album was released, you guys got a lot of exposure. You guys went on tour across North America.
Yeah. Right. We toured across North America. They were in GQ magazine, Spin magazine, Alternative Press.
Yeah. You guys have received a lot of exposure with your music already. You guys were charmed. The hit television show actually had some of your music there. And also Amazon.com. I have a direct quote from them that reads, "I cannot stop listening to it. Each time I listen, I find something deeper in each song." How does that inspire you?
I feel the same way.
It actually...
Definitely.
So how was it like being in GQ?
It was a J-Lo cover.
Yeah.
I still have it.
It was fun. It was fun. I can't, the spread, the limousines, the entire service. It was nice.
And does that encourage you guys more? Is that like, oh my God, we're actually making it? People are listening to us. Like, we have a following.
That feels more like it than the illusion of the magazine stuff.
Right.
So that's it for tonight on FMA.
You can check our website, fmaweekly.com, for archived shows and behind-the-scenes details.
See you next week.
Bye.